Hello, I'm Matt Bin1, and welcome to my Doctor Strange review. So Doctor Strange is a very strange movie with a lot of cool visual effects and great in 3D, by the way. First of all, I was really excited to see Magic Circle. Now, you probably have seen Magic Circles like in anime like Fairy Tail, probably Power Rangers Mystic Force / Mahou Sentai Magi Ranger, and Kamen Rider Wizard. Those Magic Circles that came forward were great for the budget that they had. I'm very happy that actual big budget movie actually got to do something like that, because the Magic Circles we see in here are very stunning and very good looking to see. That's what I'm saying. I just like seeing Magic Circles. I just like it. I don't know why, I just do. So at the start of the movie, we see our villain Kaecilius and his minions stealing a page of a spell book, because like his plan is to get Dormammu out of the dark dimension and bring it to here. And he also needs to destroy the 3 Sanctorums that are each around the Earth. This is explained during the other half of the movie, or the middle of the movie, but I'll explain it now. Well, there's one in New York, one in London, and one in Beijing. I think the last one was in Beijing. There's always one you forget, so I'm just guessing. So, as Kaecilius was going to one of the Sanctorums, the Ancient One stops him, and I really like how this movie just like changed the way of fighting. Like, they are bending stuff, moving stuff, they're moving the buildings. It's just bizarre. Like, that was just level 1 of everything we're gonna see after the movie. It just gets weirder and twistier the more we get deep into the movie about all this magic, twisty, round stuff, kaleidoscopes. Things look like kaleidoscopes. That's what some things look like. I think Kaecilius managed to get away, or yeah, I think he gets away. I forgot that during the part. And it doesn't really matter if like somebody stopped him or sent him off somewhere or somebody ran away. It doesn't really matter at the point. So next, we get to introduce our main character, Dr. Stephen Strange. He is the high-class doctor with everything. He got the brains. He can remember any song from any period he knows. He got wealth, fame, power, everything. It's all because of these hands he has from being a doctor. And if something happens to his hands, it will all go away in the blink of an eye. So like one night he was like going to his like fancy doctor party. He's just speeding down the highway in that fancy car of his. Doesn't have anything to worry about. Like, dude, you can't do that. You're going to a car crash. I thought he was gonna have the car crash after the party, not when he was going to the party. My friend thought he was going to get hit right there, but I was like, nah, and he was right. So when he does get into the car crash, now this is in 3D. Some of the things are just like popping out, like the glass, like shh. Also, the way it's shot, you just see him going into the dashboard. It just looks brutal. Like, it's just like, ouch, man. That's going to sting really, really badly. So when he's in the hospital, I like that his friend, Christine, played by Rachel McAdams, Mean Girls, she tries to be nice to him and care for him, but he just ignores her. He doesn't ignores everybody. Like, people are trying to tell him, like, there's no one that can get your hand fixed. And he goes, I can get my hand fixed. Yeah, and so he tries everything, spending all his money to the point that he's almost broke. Now when he's doing like more research, he also has like frustration in his hands, like intensity. Christine tries to help him again. Stop what you're doing. Get some rest. Time will heal with this. Like, I don't need time. I just need my hands fixed. And she gets mad and leaves. Man, he's just so tensely unfocused that he just wants to get everything done quickly. So next, he's like doing like his exercises for his fingers. Like, he's having an argument with the chiropractor. You're not doing your job right. Dude, come on. Just trying to help you. Man, he just wants to get everything just done fast. So like, the chiropractor talks about one of his patients that he had. Now his patients stopped seeing him, and then one day, the chiropractor just saw one of his patients on the street walking. So, and his back was broken. So Strange tries to find this patient. I think he's also a doctor as well. And then Strange finds him. He finds him at a basketball court. And he's like, how did you get your back fixed? I need my hands to be fixed. And he tells him, where was it? Like Southeast Asia? Something like that. There's a lot of things. And then there's some things you're not forget sometimes. So, don't be angry at me. So he goes to Asia, and when he's there, he's about to get mugged when Baron Mordo comes and saves him and brings him to the temple to meet the Ancient One. And then this is where we get to see all that weird, trippy stuff we saw in the trailer, but on the big screen and much more longer. That stuff is great in 3D. It's probably bad, it will freak you out if you're high. You're not get scared or whatever. I'm glad that the Marvel Universe is now talking about the multiverse. Kind of like how DC is talking about the multiverse in The Flash. And I bet people will still be confused between the Marvel X-Men franchise that has some like same characters like Quicksilver and the Marvel Cinematic Universe franchise, which is owned by Disney, and it also has a Quicksilver. And wondering why they're not teaming up with one another. Kind of like how the DC TV shows and the DC movies. How come no one's teaming up? Why are there 2 Flashes now? Like, what the hell? Why are there 2 Supermans now? Like, what the hell? Oh. Probably no one's still gonna listen to this multiverse idea. There's some people that think that everyone's gonna team up together one time. They're owned by different studios and different companies. Stop it, people. Tell them to stop it. Tell your aunt or whatever to stop it. One of my cousin-in-laws or whatever thought every superhero were just gonna team up, whatever, or something like that. I had to explain it to her that they're not all on team up. They're owned by different studios and different companies. You really do like all this stuff. Like it's very visual, very bizarre and weird. I think it was a very fun part of the movie, like to see it, like what's happening here. Especially going to that mirror world. Mirror world. Kamen Rider Ryuki. How come he didn't see him there? Next, she teaches him magic at will. First she says like I don't like you, whatever, and then leave. The reason why she kicked him out because she thought he was gonna be like another Callius. But Mortal talks her into it, like you didn't lose me as a student. So she brings him back. And that didn't even last very long. So like she does teach him magic, and he's like, how do I get from here to there? What did you do when you're trying to be a doctor? Study. That's what he does. He reads all the books, practices all the spells. In the beginning, he was like a little shaken up. He couldn't get like a portal open, but now he can. The way she showed him like how to properly get the portal open, it really like when she just tossed him into the Himalayas, and then Baron Mordo's like, not again. Marvel does good with the jokes all the time. You know how to do it well. DC, take some notes and don't like try to make a joke with Superman crashing somebody through the wall. Because that guy is going to die. So after he's like finished, like he reads a lot of books, even reading in his sleep. Astral projection is very useful. If I had to learn some of the magic in here, I would learn astral projection because I can stay awake all the time. I can have my body be resting and my soul will just like be floating all over the place. Learning new stuff, going someplace, I don't know, stealing stuff. No, I wouldn't steal stuff. He also learns that there are books that are like forbidden, like it's like he's not his level yet. He does look at one of them. He just picks up shit. He learns that there's one page missing that's from the beginning of the movie, like how Caecilius stole one from the beginning of the movie. So later on, when he's done reading all the other books, he wants to read one of the forbidden books. So he does. Reads one of the forbidden books. One of the books said you need the Eye of Agamotto, and he puts it on. This is where we can see how he turns that apple, like de-age it and re-age it. He's messing with time, kind of like Barry Allen. And he also does it with the book. That was actually pretty interesting, because he is a very smart guy. There's a difference between his smarts and Tony Stark's smarts. Now, I think Tony Stark is just smart, like, automatically. Or is he's smart by, like, just doing stuff. And he's just book smart. He just likes to read a lot, probably. I think I like him more than Tony Stark right now. Even though I think he's a bigger asshole. So, when he's doing all this stuff, Baron and Wong stop him. You're tapping into stuff that you don't even know. It's forbidden to know all this stuff. So next, Wong explains to him why we do all this stuff. Like, it's to protect this Earth. That there's a giant mystical being out there named Dormammu wanting to destroy outer dimensions, especially Earth or Earth's dimension. And Strange is like, I just came here to heal my hands, not to fight in some mystical magic war. And then you hear that one of the Sanctorums, I think the London Sanctorum is first, gets attacked by Caecilius. And then there's like a blast, the London guard got killed, and then the blast like separated Strange and Wong. So he's in New York Sanctorum. So Strange is in the New York Sanctorum. And we get to see all that. Bunch of stuff, like a bunch of items. Now, it was explained that like there are people that can have mystical items with them. You don't choose the item item chooses you. We do see the cloak of levitation, which chooses him later, but not right now. Also, he does mess around with the place like a little bit. Like there is like this like a door you can transfer like, that you can like teleport to. Like just like turn of a knob instead of using that ring that can open the door. Let's use that. So Strange just sees that Caecilius is right there and he kills the guard that's in the New York Sanctorum. So like I really like the introduction between Caecilius and Strange because Caecilius goes like Mr. Doctor. No, it's Strange. Maybe, but who am I to judge? I just really like that part. That's probably my favorite joke from this movie. or probably from all the other Marvel films. I just liked it because they did a pun on his name. Like, yes, no one has like a weird, strange name like Doctor Strange. So he fights them for a little bit. I'm also hoping that they will do some like magic blast or something like that, because there was a game I used to play on, like, it's a Facebook game, I don't know why. Yeah, I play real games, but I just do it for like lounging around. Like Doctor Strange in that game, like a magic blast. I was hoping he can do that here, something like that. But all he does is like this whip this whole time, and other things like the actual projection and other like shields and like kung fu as well. So he managed to knock out one of the minions, managed to throw the other one into the desert by using that portal Hilo was looking through earlier. So he fights Caecilius for like a little bit, and he gets knocked into the a lot of things break, including the glass case with the cloak of levitation, and that's when the cloak of levitation chooses him, and it helps him to seal him. Like, I like the cloak of levitation pulls him back, and he sees the axe, and he's trying to get the axe. The cloak is trying to go that way, which is a better thing to use, a binding thing to like seal him up. So while Caecilius is like tied up for a little bit, he also explains to Strange that like he's doing this for the greater good and come and join me. Strange is like, look at your face. I was thinking joke I like in this movie. What did the dark side do to him? Like, what did the Empire do to him? See, Mads Mikkelsen is going to be in Star Wars Rogue One, and he's going to be good in that movie. And he goes to the Empire to build the Death Star. There's a little joke there, but they're two different characters in two different worlds. So yeah. So while Strange is like, I'm not meant for this stuff, one of the minions attacks him. He knocks him out again. Takes his ring because the minion injures him like with that air spear or whatever. Whoa, what? Yeah, you get attacked by air. Air stabs you in this movie. So when he gets stabbed, he goes to the hospital where he used to work at. That's where he meets Christine again. And, like, she doesn't know what happened to him. I don't know. Well, we don't know how long he'd been. It could have been during the first Avengers. Who knows? So, like, while he's on the table and, like, he helps Christine out when he's in astral projection. Like, and she doesn't even know what the hell's happening. She's freaked out. There's her friend body right there. And he's also, his soul's out of his body, staring at her, trying to help her. That is just too weird for a normal person. I love her. She's the new Pepper Potts. You remember the Iron Man movies? How Pepper used to be like this normal person, and Tony Stark was this crazy scientist guy. Now we have Christine, who is this normal person with this crazy magic doctor magician guy. Yes, replacement is the best. Like, and now Doctor Strange is replacing like all the other actors are getting replaced by like, new things, like how Strange will be like the new Tony Stark, probably Miss Marvel will be like the new Captain America. I don't say Bucky will be like the new Captain America, because he will be the next Captain America probably. More like on the hands of, I don't know. Maybe he will, and Captain Marvel will be like the new Thor. But I'm just glad that we have another normal person that can't handle the strange world. Just love her. Well, I really do like this actual big action battle. One of the minions comes to attack Strange while he's in actual projection. And also, it kind of reminds me of Bleach. You know how, like, in Bleach, they'll take their, like, soul out of their body and that's how they'll fight? It's kind of like that. Everything. This is a better Bleach movie, too, so. And if you do know, Bleach is having a live-action movie, and this is the better Bleach movie, so. Yeah. Before, like, it gets trashed or whatever. It probably will be trashed because, like, a lot of anime are kind of, like, trashy. And she does help him with like, defeating him, like raise the pressure on like the, because like he got knocked out when he was in astral projection, and then like she goes freaking out, and then she just does like the pulse thing, whatever, to wake him up, and that gave him like a electric charge up, and like do it again. This time it will kill the other guy. After when he's done fighting, like thanks. I'll explain everything later. Like, she's so freaked out like by all this like magic door, whatever, like portal. Capes, everything, she's just freaked out with everything. I love her. So Strange goes back to the New York Sanctum, and then he sees Caecilius that he escaped. So he goes back, and the Ancient One's there, and like he's curious about like the Ancient One because earlier Caecilius explains that the Ancient One also has secrets, and it's true that the Ancient One has secrets. She's been alive for thousands and thousands of years. She takes power from the Dark Dimension, like how Dormammu takes the power from Light Dimension and the Dark Dimension, something like that. And she says that she's not. So that means she says that who she is not who she really is, but she does it for the greater good, for the actual greater good, because she is actually peaceful, not like a weird man with like weird emo magic eyes or whatever. Strange says that he's not prepared for this. I just killed a man. I don't like this. I'm a doctor. I don't do this kind of stuff. But also the Ancient One replies back like, you're also kind of greedy and think too much of yourself. Like this is a debate, how the things are. But we do see a little change in Doctor Strange throughout the movie, how he's such an asshole, but he is a doctor. He is loyal to Dad. He's supposed to save lives, not take them away. After that conversation, the Ancient One leaves, tries to find Caecilius, and then Strange thinks about what's happening here. Should we stop him? And Baron Mordo also very stressed about what the Ancient One did. How can I trust her ever again? Strange just convinces him to help me save this world. Help me stop him. So nothing ever bad will happen again. You can probably trust yourself. Something along the lines of that. So he does help them, and they go to New York. And this is where I get to see Miss the Bender Tower, and my friend gets to tell me, I said, it's a Bender Tower, and no, I thought they were in London. No, they're in New York, because I'm an idiot. So now we get to see more bendy, twisty shit. One of the buildings gets split in half, and then it also gets turned. What the hell? They just bend the city inside out, and it starts to look into this one platform is just a circle, and it starts looking like a kaleidoscope, circling around, very what the hell did he do to the city? While in this final fight between Caecilius and the Ancient One, Caecilius wins and kills the Ancient One, but Strange tries to save her, bring her to the hospital with Christine, and the Ancient One doesn't want to be saved because she traveled through time and space. She's seen it already many times, but she couldn't go past this day because that's the end of her lifespan. That's when she actually dies. That's when she dies. That's when Strange said, I really have to stop him now, and I know how to do it. So Caecilius actually destroys the last St. Kingdom, the Chinese one, but Strange arrives not in the nick of time, but he also is in the nick of time. He uses the Eye of Agamotto to reverse time and make the Sanctorum whole again, and also bringing back to life Wong, who was dead during the destruction of the last temple. So Baron and Wong and Strange are right there. While he's reversing it, everyone's getting reversed, right? Even Caecilius and his minions. But he manages to break out of the reversal. Time actually stops when they're fighting. He breaks his wrist and time just stops. Baron is this is our final thing. And Strange thinks about another idea to go to the Dark Dimension and try to bargain with Dormammu. So he does go to the Dark Dimension, and he goes Dormammu, I come to bargain. And Dormammu destroys him. So he does it again because he's the Eye of Agamotto to put a time loop on his other arm so he can loop it. So he can do this forever and ever. Dormammu, I come to bargain. 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 I wonder how many times he actually did die, because in the Dark Dimension, there is no time. So Strange could have died, over 1,000 times. That could have been also 1,000 years, because there is no time. We actually do not know. Everyone says that all the Marvel characters didn't die in Civil War. Some of the characters in Marvel don't die, especially in Civil War. There's Quicksilver, but none of the major characters like Captain America or Iron Man or War Machine. But Doctor Strange dies over 100 times. Major characters don't die. Strange did over 100 times, or over 1,000 times. So Dormammu gets tired of this happening over and over again, wasting his energy. So he comes to terms with Strange. He's Strange is get your lackeys out of there. And he does, and that's how he saves the day. But Baron Mordo doesn't like how he is tampering with stuff, bringing Wand back to life and other things that Strange is doing. But he had to do it to save the world. And this is where Baron Mordo tuckers off, probably to begin his villainy. So while he returns the Eye of Agamotto to the natural place, Wand says, you should know better than messing with Infinity Stone. Infinity what? So we do know that's an Infinity Stone, so Time Gem. So I guess you can bring back Quicksilver with the Time Gem, and that will confuse a lot of other people who thought Quicksilver was still alive in X-Men Apocalypse. Why are there two Quicksilvers? Ah! Because it's two different universes, people. Pay attention to the movies. So, during the end credits, there's two of them. If you didn't stay to the last one, because sometimes people don't stay through the last, sees the first one, and then just chuck it off. When there's actually two now, just don't chuck it off. Stay. Watch all of it. Hear the music. It's pretty good. So Doctor Strange might be in Thor Ragnarok, helping like find Odin, but I mostly think he's going to be in Avengers Infinity War, probably. If you want me to elaborate on this, I could on a separate video if you want me to. Just place a comment down below if you want me to. I would be happy to do it. Like, I just think he's just to help Thor, not in Thor Ragnarok, because like you already have the Hulk, so I just think he's gonna help him in Avengers Infinity War for some reason. I don't know, because it could be Odin could have like some kind of like beef with Thanos or whatever, so that's what I'm just thinking. And for the last end credits, Baron Mordo is going to be the new villain. He's probably going to be like that one villain like, I'm the only one that's good, and everyone else is evil. He's taking all people's magic, like how he took that one guy's magic that Strange saw to like the guy with his back is broken, takes his magic, and then take everyone's magic away. That's probably it. That's what I think. Who knows what's going to happen for Doctor Strange 2. So what did I think of this movie? That was horrible! Because there was no Mean Girls reference with Rachel McAdams. There should have been a reference. How Strange, you're very mean. You were never a mean girl? Maybe in high school. No, I'm just kidding. I thought it was pretty good. There are people that think a movie's horrible from a certain like scene. Just because of one thing that they didn't like. The whole movie's horrible. People like that are just plain old stupid. I am like a little sad that there was no Mean Girls reference. That would have been a little funny because Marvel is doing like those little Easter eggs they do. How come they didn't do one for Rachel McAdams? I really like Mean Girls. I would appreciate if they would do something like that, but it's fine. So I do give this movie an 8 out of 8. From a critical standpoint, it's also 8 out of 8. It's just like saying what I thought it was fun, but it also critically I thought it was okay as well for 8 out of 8. Both are 8 out of 8. So, what did you think of Doctor Strange? Please, comment down below, give me a like, it really helps me out, and subscribe. If you want to check out more videos right here, my Captain America review will be right here, my Suicide Squad review will be right here. I've been Matt in one. Whoosh, magic circle. Ooh.